Good morning, Leslie. We've got a big group staying at the bed and breakfast today, so I won't be able to do any of the housework. I'll need you to do all the cooking and cleaning for me today. Oh, as well as the laundry. It's been piling up in the laundry room for 3 days now. And while you're at it, I'll also need you to pick up some things from the store. Hey, Mom, I'm sorry you're having a rough day. I hate to have to turn you down like this, but I have my own job to do, and I'm at the office right now, so I'm afraid I can't just up and leave on a moment's notice like this. Leslie, this is not the first time we've had this conversation. Do I need to remind you that as the wife of my oldest son, you have certain responsibilities? Our family operates the most exclusive bed and breakfast in the entire area, so don't go off thinking you can get away with prioritizing your job. I'm not sure why you put quotation marks around job like that. My job is just as real as anyone else's. That's not the point. Don't dodge the issue. Now, let me know when you leave the office. I'm going to send you a shopping list. Look, Mom, I understand that running a bed and breakfast as big as yours must be truly difficult work. Really, I do. I'm sure that there are all sorts of things you do every day that I could never do. But again, that's your job and this is mine. Is it too much to ask for your understanding that I have my own work, my own career path? Yes, now get out of that silly little office and come home. You have housework to do. Even if I wanted to come right home, I can't. I'm not at the office. I'm out of town. What? What do you mean you can't come home? Where in the world are you? I'm going to be out of town on business for the next 3 days. How shameless can you be? You're my son's wife. The only job you need to be doing is helping me keep this bed and breakfast running. How else are you going to be able to take it over one day? And here we are in the middle of the busiest tourism season of the year, and you're off gallivanting elsewhere while I'm stuck here by myself. Are you out of your mind? Wait a second. Back up. You're saying I'm going to take over the bed and breakfast? Exactly. What are you so surprised about? You knew what you were getting into when you married my oldest son. One day he'll inherit the business side from my husband, and you'll inherit the management side from me. This is the first I've ever heard about this. And besides, your husband has told me that he already has a candidate in mind for the next property manager. Yes, you! No, I'm pretty sure that's not the case, Mom. I've had more than enough backtalk from you today. In all honesty, I'd rather not be forced to entrust the operations of my beautiful bed and breakfast to someone like you who grew up in poverty, but my hands are tied. For whatever reason, my son chose you, so I'll just have to make do. In a few weeks, when the travel season ends, I'm going to be putting you through a hands-on training program to teach you the ropes, so make whatever arrangements you need for that. Mom, you are being ridiculous about this. I have a career of my own. Then quit. No way. I've worked way too hard to create what I have right now, and I'm not giving it up for you. I only allowed you to marry my son under the condition that you would be assisting me at the bed and breakfast, and now you're reneging on that assignment? What agreement? We never discussed anything like that. It's not a discussion, it's an order, and you're not going to change my mind. My decision is final. I'm sorry, but I don't have time for this right now. I've got a big day ahead of me, and I need to get everything ready tonight. I'll talk to you later, Mom. Hold it right there, Leslie. This conversation is not over. We need to discuss your training program, and I still have to send you that shopping list. Leslie, what is the meaning of this? Explain yourself immediately. What do you mean? We just had a big group arrive from a company in a neighboring town, but why are you with them? Oh, that? Well, it's my company, so... What? We're having a company vacation. Even if it's just one town over, it's still nice to get out and relax every once in a while. And there aren't very many facilities that can cater to groups as large as ours for a similar price range, so we decided to book the bed and breakfast for a night. Just when I thought you couldn't be any more shameless, and this is what you do? What? It seems that you've finally come around to see reason and accept your role as the next property manager. Huh? But I'm afraid you're far too late. I've been talking with my husband, and we've decided to give the position to Miriam, my other son's wife. Oh, I see. So Miriam accepted the position? Yes, and she just quit her job the other day. She was very willing to make all the necessary arrangements as soon as we brought up the possibility to her. And most importantly of all, her parents are fabulously wealthy. They're major real estate investors. They own a ton of apartment buildings in the area. With a family like that, she's absolutely the perfect candidate to take over the bed and breakfast for me. She's not the product of an impoverished single mother like some other women I know. Ah, it seems like you're under the impression that single mothers are all poor, which isn't the case, but let's put that aside for now. So, Miriam really agreed to take over the bed and breakfast then? Yes, we had the discussion just the other day. They'll need a bit of time to get ready to move over here, so I gave them a month. After that, she'll start the training program I was preparing for you. She really agreed to that? It's just that, I don't know. It really doesn't seem like Miriam would agree to become the next property manager from what I know of her. Oh, Leslie, you're so pathetic. After all your protesting, now you're coming to me and begging me to take you back? I'm neither crying nor begging. Did you really think an unsophisticated girl with a troubled upbringing like yourself could ever be a suitable property manager for a bed and breakfast as luxurious as this? What? All that silliness about bringing that group here for an employee vacation? You were really just trying to impress me with how skilled you were at luring in customers, weren't you? No, that's not the case at all. In any case, I've had enough. You're not welcome here any longer. Get out! You're kicking me out. Why? I'm here as a customer, you know. We paid in full for the cost of the stay in advance. And all the other guests are more than welcome to stay. However, you are another story. I tried so hard to be good to you despite your checkered past, and you threw it all in my face. Now that you see what you've lost, though, you're desperate to get back in my good graces. It's disgusting. Someone of your low stature doesn't deserve to stay here. It's just a vacation with my employees, that's all. Pack up your things and get off the premises immediately. I wasn't trying to impress you. I just wanted to relax. And you can relax where all the other poor people relax. Go to a dive bar or something. You're not deserving of such a high-class enterprise as this. All right then, I guess you don't want me as a customer. That's exactly right. I don't need any money from the likes of you. Oh, is that so? Then have it your way. I'm pulling my funding. Huh? Your husband also requested that I take on a position as consultant to assist in your bed and breakfast's restructuring. But since you don't want me here, I'll have to break the news to him that I won't be able to do that anymore. Wait a moment, you're pulling your funding? And what's this about a consultancy? Goodbye. Leslie, I had no idea. I never knew that our bed and breakfast was in such a precarious position. Well, it seems as though you finally had the talk with your husband, yes? Yes, that's right. Leslie, why didn't you tell me? You're the current CEO of the consulting firm founded by your grandfather. And Miriam, my second son's wife, she didn't quit her job and come and work with me. She quit her job to start her own company. I'm quite positive I told you what it was that I did for a living when we first met, so I guess you must have forgotten somewhere along the way. Oh well, that's not important right now. What else did you hear from your husband? Well, he also told me that the funding for our restructuring was coming from Miriam and your parents, and that your firm was going to be our consultant for coming up with a new sales strategy. Looks like you've finally caught up then. I'm sure you've already realized this by yourself, but the employee vacation had two purposes. The first was, like I told you, just to take a few days off to relax, but the second was to get a clear picture of the bed and breakfast's current state. Unfortunately, since you decided to kick me out of the building before I even got settled into my room, we weren't able to do either of those things. Leslie, listen, can we just put this unfortunate little event behind us? Can you just forget it ever happened and go forward with providing us with funding in your consulting service like you'd planned? As the hotel's owner, that decision is up to your husband. Has he mentioned anything about it to you? Yes. He told me that if you were willing to forgive me for my behavior, utterly unbecoming of an adult woman and property manager, then he would continue with the plan. I see. Understood. Then you'll do it? I'm sorry, but this is a business matter, so I can't give you a firm answer right here on the spot. I'll need to meet with your husband in a business context and discuss things a bit further. My decision will depend on the results of that discussion. We'll agree to your terms, anything you want. So please, you have to help us. You have to save my beautiful bed and breakfast. Leslie, what's going on? Why am I being forced out of my position as property manager? I won't stand for this. Well, complaining about it to me won't do you any good. But you made my resignation a key condition for your agreement to provide us with funding and consulting services. That means it must have been your doing. You're responsible for this. Actually, the one who first brought up your resignation was your husband, not me. What? According to him, you've been far exceeding your authority as the property manager. You've been completely ignoring the business's official management policy and treating the establishment like it was your own plaything. That's ridiculous. I've never. You've also been discriminating in the way you treat guests, giving special treatment to wealthier guests or those with some sort of high status, executives, politicians, etc. It seems that you were blissfully unaware of the fact that your business was sliding closer and closer to bankruptcy every second. So you must also be unaware that it was precisely that prejudicial treatment of yours that caused you to lose regular customers at an incredible pace. My evaluation as a professional consultant is that you are the main reason for your bed and breakfast's financial predicament. But you don't even need to ask me. You can just see the kinds of reviews people are leaving about your establishment and you in particular on travel websites. Just about every negative review cites your ill treatment of them as the main reason. And given that reality, we naturally came to the conclusion that a new property manager would be a necessary aspect of any management strategy we could come up with. Without doing anything to address the key problem, no strategy would have a chance at success. This is completely ridiculous. I would never consent to any such agreement. I mean, really, is there anyone out there capable of running this place better than I can? Yes, actually. Oh, really? Who? Your husband has been discussing taking over your position with another person for quite some time now, and he decided this would be the perfect opportunity to finally make the switch. You mean her? That's right, your niece, Julia. For whatever reason, you've been furiously opposing giving her the position up until now, as I'm told. Perhaps you thought that having one of your daughters-in-law take the position would mean you could continue to run the place exactly as you want to? You don't understand. Being the property manager of a bed and breakfast is a massive responsibility. There are so many things I'll have to teach my successor about in order to keep this place running. Oh, but that Julia, she's far too strong-headed. She'll never listen to a word I say. Julia is actually quite an impressive woman. She majored in hospitality management at university, then spent 2 years in an apprenticeship at a major hotel chain. And she's also been working in your bed and breakfast for the last 5 years, so she should be well aware of how your establishment operates. Not to mention, she's been gradually taking on more and more responsibilities each year. She's basically been doing just about as much work as you have for the last 2 years. I've personally met her myself, and in my professional view, I'd say she would be the perfect candidate for the job. So you don't have anything to worry about, Mom. Your bed and breakfast will be in good hands with Julia at the helm. As a matter of fact, with her in charge, I bet it's going to do better than it has in years. Never! I'll never step aside! If Julia takes over, my husband is telling me that I'm going to be reduced to working as a common maid. Oh, that would be too much humiliation to bear. This is completely unacceptable. If you ask me, I'd say what's more unacceptable is having a property manager who treats customers better or worse based on their appearance or social status. And what's even more unacceptable than that is to insist on continuing to do things in the same exact way despite the devastating effect it's having on the business's bottom line. Stop talking like it's entirely my fault. It's not! Yes, you're right. I can't place 100% of the blame on you, and that was never my intent. However, we based all of our decisions on a review of customer feedback and hearings with individual employees. Your husband, as the owner, has the final say. So if you would like to register your complaints about his decision, you should take it up with him, and not me. As a consultant, it's not my responsibility, nor is it within my power to make decisions for a business. All I'm there for is to offer my professional opinions. But now, if I may be so bold as to offer a piece of personal advice, I understand that your husband has brought up the possibility of a divorce with you. Rather than be divorced and unemployed at your age, wouldn't you rather just take the offer of keeping you on as a maid? You might want to swallow your pride this time. No, I could never! Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a lot of work to do and I need to get back to it. I'll talk to you later. I don't understand. I didn't do anything wrong. This all happened within 2 months of me getting married to my husband. While all this was going on, my husband, who was also an employee of the bed and breakfast, was making some moves in the background. Doing a complete overhaul on their management strategy was actually his idea in the first place, and his mother came up in a lot of their discussions. His dad held out hope that she would come to see the error of her ways, but alas. A few days later, her husband divorced her. She turned down his offer of keeping her on as a maid, so she went back to her hometown to live with her relatives. She started looking for work in the hospitality industry, and she made sure to highlight her year of experience running her bed and breakfast. However, she was never quite able to come up with a convincing story when she was asked about why she quit her previous position, which created a lot of suspicion in her interviewers. She eventually removed that from her resume entirely and started applying for lower-level positions that she once thought were beneath her, but now they're all she can hope for.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Luna, you're so shameless as a mother. Even though you're from a single-parent household, you still have the nerve to try and use the kindergarten bus, don't you? Is this you, Emily? And why are you saying this? Yes, I'm a single mother and Maya doesn't have a father, but what does that have to do with us using the kindergarten bus? I'm telling you, single parents should not indulge in luxuries. Luxuries? Are you referring to the bus fee? It's not like I'm struggling to pay for it. Oh, please, no need to put on airs. That's not my intention, but I still don't understand. What's wrong with being a single mother? Ugh, do I have to spell it out for you? I don't want my child from a proper wealthy family sharing space with a poor, dirty child from a family like yours. What? You should be grateful your child isn't in the same class as mine. If she were, I'd have gotten you both kicked out of the kindergarten already. Papa, the kindergarten bus passed by and left me again. Father, I apologize for the intrusion earlier today. It seems Maya sent a text message on her own.
Ah, if it isn't Emily. I should apologize as well for not responding immediately. I was at a friend's house and I only noticed your text message just now, so it was indeed Maya who sent it.
Yes, that's right. While I was working from home at my computer, she managed to type and send it by herself. She's just turned 6, and she's quite something. Recently, she's been fascinated by watching me use my smartphone. Since she learned spelling and things like that at her previous kindergarten, she seems to have picked up typing on her own. Maybe she learned it by watching how I operate my phone.
Maya is just like my late son. She's good at that sort of thing.
Yes, it seems so.
Anyway, about that message.
Yes, please, go ahead, and I'm sorry if there's any worry.
You've only been at the new kindergarten for 2 weeks, right? What's happened? Let me know if you need to talk. I'm here to help.
Actually, the issue is that a single parent's child is not allowed to use the bus.
What?
There's a parent at the kindergarten who holds a lot of prejudice against single-parent families. This person is the mother of a child in the class next to Maya's. She seems to be the leader among the kindergarten moms. As soon as she found out that our family is a single-parent household, she started looking down on us, assuming we must be poor. And since the next day, the kindergarten bus has been passing by our house without stopping.
What? Are you saying the kindergarten is now just following the orders of this leader mother?
It seems so. I thought it might have been a mistake on that day, so I took Maya to kindergarten in my car. But the next day and the day after that, the bus kept ignoring our house. I realized this was a pattern, and I began to worry that Maya might face harassment at the kindergarten where I couldn't keep an eye on her. So I decided to keep her home today.
I see. Do you know the name of this leader mother?
Her name is Emily.
Emily? I didn't catch her last name. Can you send me that too?
I didn't get it, unfortunately.
I think I might know her.
Really? Do you know her?
If it's the person I'm thinking of, she's the daughter of a business owner I know. It seems her spoiled behavior, nurtured by her mother, is something even her father struggles with.
Oh, and I heard she has a son in kindergarten, too.
Yes, I remember her boasting about being the daughter of a company president. Her father runs one of the largest corporations in this area. If it's about B Corporation, then it must be that Emily.
So, you know her?
It seems so. I'll need to confirm this with my acquaintance directly.
I'm really sorry to trouble you with this.
No, I'd be happy to help for the sake of my son's wife and my lovely granddaughter.
Thank you so much.
Depending on the situation, should we consider shutting down that kindergarten?
Could it be that your child hasn't been coming to kindergarten lately because you've run out of money for the tuition? So you're really struggling, aren't you? That's not true at all. I don't appreciate your assumptions. The reason Maya hasn't been attending is not due to financial issues. Oh, really? Then what is it? It must be financial, given the way things are. After all, you've been having trouble with the kindergarten bus, haven't you? If you're having issues with that, it's probably because you can't afford it. No, it's not about the money. The real issue is the harassment from the kindergarten bus. With the way things are going, I can't be sure what might happen to Maya inside the kindergarten if I'm not there to supervise her. I'm keeping her at home for her safety. Well then, if that's the case, you might as well just withdraw her from the kindergarten. It seems like you're not fitting in here. Why should I withdraw her? I don't understand why you think that's necessary. You don't get it. Our kindergarten is an elite institution. It's designed for children from wealthy families. It's located in a high-end residential area, and it's clear that not everyone fits in here. So according to you, as long as a single mother isn't poor, she can stay, but if she is, she doesn't belong? Exactly! It's a common stereotype that single-parent families are usually struggling financially. It's just how things are perceived. Well, that's called prejudice. Just because there's a stereotype doesn't mean it's right. Oh, come on. If you're saying that's not the case, then prove it. Show me evidence that you're not poor. Evidence? Is that what you need? I don't think it's necessary to prove anything to you. Of course, it's impossible to prove, isn't it? No, I don't believe it's impossible. It just seems you're not interested in seeing the truth. Well, you're just making excuses because you can't answer directly, aren't you? It's clear you're not looking for an honest conversation. You just want to enforce your prejudices. Really now? So what are you going to do? If you're so sure of your situation, then prove it and stop making excuses.
Luna, good evening. How are you tonight?
Good evening, Dad. I'm doing all right, thank you. How was your day?
I've just finished speaking with Emily's father. It seems that there's been quite a bit of tension.
So, what did he say? Is there any resolution in sight?
Yes, there are some developments. I expect that there will be some action by tomorrow. He seemed quite intent on addressing the issue promptly. It looks like things might escalate a bit. I'm sorry if it ends up causing any inconvenience for you when I return home. I'll be dealing with this matter as best as I can. If it turns into a bigger issue, don't feel like you have to handle it all by yourself. Feel free to delegate anything that needs to be handled to me. I want to make sure that this situation is resolved without causing you too much stress.
Thank you very much for your consideration. I really appreciate it. I'll definitely rely on you if the situation worsens. Your support means a lot to me. Hey, Luna! What on earth is going on with you? Why are you acting so weird? Good morning. What's with the sudden commotion? I'm just trying to understand what's happening. Who exactly are you? Huh? I'm a mother raising my only daughter while working from home. That's pretty much all I can say about myself. That can't be all there is to it. Otherwise, my father wouldn't have been so flustered just hearing your name. Moreover, I was really scolded for not including you. Could this be about the confirmation from my father-in-law? Huh? Father-in-law? Yes, my husband's father. Huh? Oh, I see. So even though you're divorced from your husband, you still have contact with your in-laws? We're not actually divorced. Huh? I I thought your divorce was due to some affair of yours. Is that not the case? Where did you hear that from? Well, do you think all single mothers are divorced because of their own affairs? No, not quite. At least that's not my case. Then what exactly is the situation? My husband passed away from illness 2 years ago. Oh. So my father-in-law still deeply cares about us who were left behind, especially Maya, who is both his granddaughter and a precious memory of his son. Whenever something comes up, he immediately offers advice and acts swiftly to resolve the issue. The reason Maya and I recently moved to this area, which is where my late husband was from, was also his strong wish. What's that about? Of course, I believe it's important not to become too financially dependent, so I work and manage to save several $1,000s each month. I find it quite unfair to be labeled as poor under these circumstances. What exactly is your father-in-law? He shares the same last name as me and is a well-known acquaintance with your father, holding significant influence in this area. Does that not clarify things? Same last name? If you say that, then it must be... wait a minute. No way. Is he the major landowner who owns numerous properties in this entire area? Yes, that's right. He's my father-in-law, Rick. He's also Maya's grandfather. You're kidding me! No, I'm not. I'm sorry for any confusion. I should have clarified this sooner. I didn't realize how much of an impact this would have. This is quite the revelation. My father-in-law holds a prominent position in the region. He's known for his extensive real estate holdings. Exactly! I had no idea! This changes everything! I understand. It's a lot to take in. I should have been more upfront about this. It's just... I never imagined that you were connected to someone so influential. Emily, please. Hey, please help me out here. I am facing a situation where my husband is on the verge of divorcing me. My father is also becoming increasingly upset, and my mother, who usually supports me unconditionally, is now siding with him. This is putting immense pressure on me, and I feel utterly lost. I see. I've received updates about this situation on my end as well. It appears that things have become quite complicated. So the company building and the factory land owned by your father's company, the apartment that's being used for employee housing, and your family's house, all of these properties are rented from my father-in-law, correct? Yes, that seems to be the case. My father-in-law has been involved in renting those properties to us, and now everything is in jeopardy because of this current crisis. My father-in-law, who is deeply enraged by your unreasonable and oppressive behavior, has demanded a swift resolution from your father. He's someone who doesn't take such matters lightly. If a resolution isn't reached quickly, he's declared that he will no longer engage in any rental agreements with your father in the future. This is a serious threat that could have severe repercussions for us. That's right. Because of this, my situation is becoming increasingly dire. I'm not only facing a potential divorce from my husband, but also the possibility of being disowned by my parents. Is there truly nothing you can do to assist me in this matter? I'm at my wit's end and feeling completely desperate. If you could just put in a good word with Rick, maybe it would help ease the situation a little. Any support you could provide would be invaluable in helping us resolve this issue. I am afraid I cannot grant such a request. It's not something I can intervene in. Why not? Can't you show even a bit of compassion? This is a critical situation for me, and I am struggling to hold everything together. It seems you've forgotten entirely about the incident with the kindergarten bus. Huh? What do you mean? The way the kindergarten bus passed by my house without picking up the children was something that could only be orchestrated with significant involvement and coordination with the kindergarten itself. It was a deliberate act. I've traced the issue back to this, and it appears that you're having an affair with the bus driver, aren't you? Huh? What are you talking about? That's not true. Yes, the affair and the misuse of that relationship are the main reasons for the divorce, correct? You seem to know everything about it. Well, given that I've been directly impacted by these events, I believe I have the right to be informed. Please don't expect me to be the one to help you out in this situation. I am not in a position to offer assistance. Aren't you concerned about how this is going to impact my child? Huh? If if this divorce goes through, my child will end up being raised by a single parent, which is a very challenging situation. Just like Maya from your family, my child will have to grow up with only one parent. You understand how devastating that can be, don't you? Please don't equate your situation with mine. It is not the same at all. Huh? I heard that based on your childcare experience and legal considerations, your husband is likely to gain custody of your child. That's correct. At such a young age, when the child is still yearning for their mother. If things go poorly, your son might end up in an even worse situation compared to Maya. I've heard that you've been neglecting household chores and childcare duties, merely putting on a facade of being a good wife and a wise mother for appearances. Huh? That's not true. I've been trying my best. For a mother like you, your presence, or absence, doesn't seem to make much difference. Might be better if you weren't around at all. What are you saying? Are you implying that my presence doesn't matter? I'm going to leave now. Continuing this unproductive and painful conversation is a waste of time. I have other matters to attend to. What do you mean by that? You can't just leave like this. You need to understand that this is a serious situation for me. I am facing potential ruin, and you just walk away? You're not understanding the gravity of the situation. I have done my best to handle things, but it's clear that there is nothing more I can do here. I'm not going to waste more time on this. What are you talking about? You have no idea what it's like for me right now. I do understand that you're going through a difficult time, but there's nothing more I can contribute to this conversation. My own concerns and responsibilities take precedence. This isn't fair. You're supposed to help me, not just dismiss my problems. Sometimes the best way to handle a situation is to step back and reassess. I'm afraid continuing this discussion will only lead to more frustration. So you're just going to abandon me to face this alone? I am not abandoning you, but I must prioritize my own obligations. I hope you find a way to resolve your issues. No, you can't just leave like this. Goodbye. What do you mean goodbye? This isn't over. I'm sorry, but I need to go. I wish you the best in resolving your issues.
Hello, Luna.
Hello.
Have you managed to calm down a bit since we last spoke?
Yes, somewhat. It's been a challenging time, but I'm getting through it.
That's good to hear.
I've been quite relieved because the acting principal at the kindergarten is a very caring and competent person. It's reassuring to know that Maya's in good hands. Thanks to that, I've managed to make some supportive friends among the other parents.
That's great news. It's wonderful to hear that you're settling in well and finding a supportive community.
Yes, it is a relief. By the way, I heard that there'll be a change in the managing organization of the kindergarten starting next year?
Oh yes, that's actually true. It's a significant change, but one that's necessary. We can't let the quality of the care and the environment for the children decline, especially in light of the recent issues we've faced.
I see. So what's the plan for the transition?
Well, following the recent concerns, the stakeholders had a series of discussions about how to address the issues and improve the situation. It was decided that my close friend's educational foundation, which operates several reputable schools, would take over the management of the kindergarten.
Oh, that's reassuring. By the time the transfer happens, Maya will already be in elementary school, but it's good to know that the changes should help restore trust in addressing any concerns for future parents.
Exactly. We're working hard to ensure that the transition is smooth and that the kindergarten continues to be a nurturing environment for the children.
That's good to know.
By the way, have you already bought a backpack for Maya?
No, not yet. It's something I've been meaning to do, but with everything that's been going on, I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Well, if you don't mind, I'd love to help with that. I understand your parents are planning to buy a study desk for her, so I thought I could take care of the backpack.
Oh, would you really? Oh, that's very generous of you. I didn't expect that, but it would be wonderful.
Of course, I'd be happy to help. It's a special occasion, and I'd love to make sure Maya gets a backpack that she'll really like and be excited about.
That's very kind of you. I'm sure Maya will be thrilled. She has a special bond with you as her grandfather, so this gesture will mean a lot to her.
Yes, I'm sure it will. How about we plan a day to go shopping together? We can pick out the backpack and spend some quality time together.
That sounds like a great idea. I'd appreciate your company. It would be nice to make a day out of it and have some enjoyable time together.
Absolutely. It'll be a fun outing, and I think Maya will enjoy it too. Let's set a date to go shopping and get everything ready for her.
Perfect. I'll check my schedule and let you know which day works best. Thank you so much for offering to help.
No problem at all. I'm looking forward to it. It's a small way to contribute and show support, especially after everything that's been happening recently.
I agree. It's moments like these that remind us of the importance of family and supporting each other. I'm glad we can do this together for Maya.
Me too. It's important to make these moments special for her, especially as she transitions into a new stage of her life.
Absolutely. I'm sure she'll appreciate the effort and care we're putting into this. It's all part of creating a positive environment for her as she grows.
Definitely. It's also a way to show her that we're here for her and that we care deeply about her happiness and well-being.
Yes, and I believe it will make a difference. She'll feel the love and support from all of us, and that's what truly matters.
Agreed. So let's make sure to get everything done smoothly and enjoy the process. I'm looking forward to spending some time together and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'm confident that with your help, we'll make this a memorable and enjoyable experience for Maya.
Absolutely. Let's make it a fun outing and ensure everything is perfect for her.
Definitely. I'll make the necessary arrangements and get back to you with the details. Thanks again for your kindness and willingness to help.
It's my pleasure. I'm happy to be able to support you and Maya. Let's make sure to create a wonderful experience for her.
Indeed. I'm looking forward to it. It's important to create positive memories for Maya, and I'm glad we can do that together.
Yes, and it's also a chance for us to bond and strengthen our family connections. I'm sure Maya will appreciate the effort we're putting into this.
Absolutely. It's these kinds of moments that make a difference in her life and help her feel loved and valued.
Exactly. So let's make the most of this opportunity and ensure that Maya has a great start with her new backpack and everything else.
I couldn't agree more. I'll finalize the details and let you know soon. Thanks once again for being so supportive.
No problem at all. I'm excited about our shopping trip and making this special for Maya.
Me too. I'll see you soon and we'll make sure everything is perfect.
Looking forward to it. See you soon.
See you soon. Take care.
You too. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye. Not long after this incident, Emily's divorce was finalized. As one would expect, she had to pay alimony for her indiscretions and child support for her son. On top of that, she was severed from her family and relatives, who disowned her entirely. The affair with the previous head of the preschool, who was her lover, ended with him paying compensation and disappearing without a trace. Currently, Emily has no one to rely on. She lives in a rundown apartment tucked away in a corner of the town, trying to make ends meet with her meager income. From what I gather, she's now splitting her payments for both alimony and child support, which must be a struggle given her financial situation. Emily, who graduated from a prestigious university and got married and had a child right after graduation, had never worked a day in her life. Her entire adult life had been spent within the comforts of her home, without the need to seek employment. Her life took a dramatic turn when a significant mistake at work led her boss to explode with anger. This incident seems to have been a catalyst for a complete transformation in her behavior. The once capricious and demanding Emily had to retreat and adapt to much harsher reality. The change in Emily was stark. Her once vibrant and confident demeanor had now turned into a shadow of its former self. In the workplace, she's become incredibly cautious, constantly walking on eggshells. Her interactions are marked by a noticeable fear and anxiety, and she's always been wary of making any mistakes that could provoke another outburst from her superiors. The job that she once might have considered beneath her has become a source of constant stress and fear. Emily's days are now filled with an almost constant sense of dread. She's perpetually on edge, worried about her performance and her standing in the office. The stress is not just from work, but from the constant pressure of meeting her financial obligations. This pressure is compounded by the disapproval of her family and the community's judgment. It seems that the public eye has been unforgiving, and Emily's reputation has suffered greatly due to her past actions. In her neighborhood, where she now resides in a dilapidated apartment, Emily's presence is somewhat of a curiosity. The once privileged and pampered woman has now become a figure of pity, and her past lifestyle seems like a distant memory. Neighbors might whisper about her, sharing their opinions on her fall from grace, but it seems Emily is trying her best to keep a low profile. Every day for Emily is a struggle to maintain a facade of normalcy while managing the overwhelming burden of her financial and personal issues. The sense of isolation she feels is palpable. She's lost her former circle of friends and has become estranged from her family, leaving her without a support system. Her days are spent in a state of apprehension, with every minor issue feeling like a potential crisis. Moreover, Emily's son, who is presumably affected by the turmoil in his mother's life, also bears the brunt of this instability. The child support payments are meant to ensure his well-being, but the emotional strain of their situation undoubtedly affects him. It's not just about the financial support, but the emotional and psychological stability that every child needs, which might be lacking in their current circumstances. The previous head of the preschool, who was involved in the affair with Emily, has also vanished from the scene. His departures left Emily even more isolated, as she no longer has any connection or support from that part of her life. The affair's fallout has not only impacted her personal life, but has had severe repercussions for her professional life as well. Emily's story is a stark reminder of how quickly life can change. From a position of apparent stability and privilege, she's been thrust into a situation of hardship and struggle. The luxuries and comforts she once enjoyed have been replaced by the harsh realities of living in a rundown apartment and dealing with the daily pressures of a difficult financial situation. Her experience is a lesson in the fragility of success and the ease with which it can slip away due to mistakes and poor decisions. In summary, Emily's current life is characterized by financial struggle, social isolation, and constant anxiety. Her fall from a life of comfort and security into one of hardship and anxiety is a testament to the impact that personal choices and circumstances can have on one's life. Her daily existence is now marked by a continuous effort to navigate her new reality while dealing with the emotional and financial consequences of her past decisions.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.